Hi guys, so the first craft we're going to make today is whiteboard slime. Did you know that God is incredibly creative? If you go outside and look at the stars at night or the clouds in the sky, you can see that God is an incredibly creative God. Another amazing thing about God is that God also gave us a gift so that we can also be creative. Just read what he says in Exodus 35, verse 35. He has filled them with skill to do all manner of work of the engraver and the designer and the tapestry maker. Well, we might not be engravers or designers or tapestry makers, but you can still get the point that God gave us gifts so that we can be incredibly creative and imaginative. And God tells us to use our gifts to be creative. Let's read what he says in Proverbs 22, verse 29. Do you see a man who excels in his work? He will stand before kings. He will not stand before unknown men. While we may not stand in front of kings because of our work, we still get the point that God rewards us for doing good work with our talents. We can also read what he says in Romans 12, verse 6. Having then gifts differing according to the grace that is given to us, let us use them. So let's use our gifts today to make some awesome experiments, starting with our whiteboard slime. So what you're going to need for this craft is you're going to need some glue, you're going to need some baking soda, and you're going to need some contact solution that has some sort of boric acid in it. I'm using the Renew brand. That's what works for me. So you're also going to need a bowl and a spoon and some markers. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to get your glue and you're going to pour out a 1/4 cup of glue into a bowl. So it might take a bit to pour out because glue is very slow, just like molasses. But once you have enough glue, you're going to pour it into your container. And I like to use a spoon to get out all the glue that I can. Just like that. After that, you're going to get a tablespoon of baking soda. So I'm just going to grab a tablespoon of baking soda. And then put it in there. And then you're going to take your spoon and you're going to stir. Just until it's all mixed up. That may take just like 30 seconds or so to get it all mixed in there. Make sure there's no little clumps of baking soda in there. So it's nice and smooth. There we go. After that, you're going to get your tablespoon measurer again. And then you're going to get your contact solution. And you're going to add 1 tablespoon, maybe a little less, but not too much less, into your mixture. And then you're going to stir, and as you stir, you're going to notice that it's getting really hard to stir. So after a point, you're going to take it off the spoon, and you're going to stir it with your hands. So it gets a little messy, but that's okay. It's okay. It's not fun if you don't get a little messy. So after that, I'm just going to knead it with my hands for a bit. Now, you might want to have a towel nearby or something that you can dry it off with because it's incredibly wet at first. But after a bit, you should have a finished product that looks like this. So after that, you can take any marker. It can be a Sharpie or a dry erase marker or just a regular Crayola marker. And you'll be able to draw on it. And the best thing about it is it's not confined to one drawing. It might take a bit, but you can wipe it off. Or just start on the other side. So that's basically it. It's super fun, super easy to make. And you'll have the ingredients for it in your experiment bags.